In today's video, we're taking a look at what is one of people's favorite guns in Call of Duty Zombies, and that is the Lockwood 680 shotgun. And apparently this gun is stupidly broken. It's going to one-shot in every tier depending what tier Pack-a-Punch we have it at. So that is going to be our goal today, is to get it obviously to max Pack-a-Punch, take it as far as we can, and see just how good this is going to be in the tier 3 zone at max Pack-a-Punch. And it's already one-shotted in the tier 1 zone, which is very good. Obviously, with being a shotgun, this gun does need to be at like close range. If I'm trying to shoot zombies from far away, it's not going to do as much damage as if we're obviously stupidly close to them. But apparently, if we are that close to them, we are going to be one-shotting, and I'm super excited to try this gun out after what things I've heard about it. And I did try and load into this gun with my tier 3 Pack-a-Punch crystal and my legendary Aether tool. However, as soon as I tried loading with any schematics, my entire game crashed. I have my backpack full of perks, and obviously, like I said, the legendary tool and the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, but my game crashed, and I now can't use those schematics for the next 24 hours. So I still need to record the video, I still need to get it out. So we're going to have to grind some contracts and get this done the long way, but it is what it is. We'll still get it done, hopefully quick enough, and get it into tier 3. And yeah, if you guys have been watching my zombies videos, you'll know I've been trying to get my schematics completed. Yesterday, I did manage to get the legendary Aether tool and the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch crystal. But like I said, I tried to load in with it, and it just wouldn't even let me load in because the game crashed every time I tried to put any schematic in my backpack, unfortunately. So we are just going to have to grind contracts and get this done the long way. But a good first test for this gun will actually be against this bounty, and we can see what sort of damage it is going to do against the Mimic. It shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, this gun is very powerful. It is one-shotting in the tier 1 zone anyway. So let's see exactly what it's going to be like once we do actually try it out in tier 1 against the bounty. Okay, so here we go. The Mimic is here. Headshotting it. I mean, with our teammates here, yeah, it's doing a good amount of damage. It is. We're getting those critical shots on it as well. We obviously need to reload. It's really focusing me here rather than anyone else. But there we go. Bounty down nice and quickly. Obviously, like I said, oh, that's an absolute bonus. I will take that. As we saw, the Mimic was getting melted. Of course, I've got teammates here helping me with it, which made it a little bit easier. But what I wouldn't mind doing now is heading into tier 2 and just seeing what it's going to be like against tier 2 zombies at tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. So I'm going to fly straight into the tier 2 zone and just see what sort of damage it is going to do against those tier 2 zombies without even Pack-a-Punching it. And now, of course, we've got that crystal. We can Pack-a-Punch it straight away as well. So we can sort of take out 1 or 2 zombies, see what it's going to be like in the tier 2 zone, or the tier 1 zone, sorry. No, it is the tier 2 zone. Against a light zombie, it's not going to be too crazy. Against a tier 2 normal zombie, yeah, it's not doing crazy damage. But let's actually go ahead and Pack-a-Punch it now and see what sort of damage it is going to do. And we are back to one-shotting already by the looks of it, which is absolutely amazing. Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 2 zone. It does look like we are going to be doing the damage that we're trying to do and be able to take those zombies out nice and quickly. But like I said, my main objective now is to try and get this to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch as fast as possible, get into that tier 3 zone and run around with it in there. So I'm just going to go ahead, try and grind some contracts, get my money up and get up to that tier 3 Pack-a-Punch zone and just see what this gun really is capable of. And as always, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone that is watching the zombies videos and supporting them. You guys seem to be really enjoying them. You're leaving good feedback on them and letting me know what other guns you want to see me use. Okay, so tier 2, we've got a Mangler with a tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. Let's just see how quickly we can drop this Mangler. A couple Hellhounds come in. I mean, wow, yeah. At tier 1 Pack-a-Punch for the tier 2 zone against the Mangler. That is very strong. Like, this is one of the most powerful guns I've used in the tier 2 zone with only being a tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. So with most guns, you do actually need them to be tier 2 Pack-a-Punch for them to be actually decent in the tier 2 zone. Whereas this gun is very solid in the tier 2 zone at only tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. So I'm interested to see what it'll be at like tier 2 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3 zone. If it's actually going to be viable. Or are we going to genuinely need it at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch to actually use it in the tier 3 zone? I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. But I'm pretty confident in this gun, I'm not going to lie. I think it will actually do pretty good damage in the tier 3 zone at only tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. But of course, I will do my best to try that out for you guys as fast as I possibly can. So I'm just going to loot up, complete some contracts, try and get enough cash together to actually be able to get this done nice and quickly. Okay, so we've got a bounty in the tier 2 zone. Again, this is only tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. So I'd be interested to see how it does do against the bounty in a tier 2 zone, only being tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. As we can see, it's very powerful in tier 2 when it's just tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, but that's just against regular base zombies. We're up close, we've got the shotgun that's going to do good damage. So I'm interested to actually see what it'll be like against this Mimic. We do have a rare tool that we can put on, so I am going to chuck that on and just see what difference that's going to make as well. Should help us increase the rarity a bit and of course increase the damage. Like I said, I did try to load in with a legendary tool, but unfortunately my game crashed and I actually just lost the entire thing. So I wasted my schematic for the next 24 hours and didn't even get to use it once. But it is what it is. We're still going to make this work. We're still going to get into tier 3 with this gun and get it up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. But where is this Mimic? Okay, here it is. The Mimic is onto us. Not doing terrible damage already. I'm not going to lie. It's not doing too bad. We can absolutely fire this at it. We can keep on firing, keep on firing. I now need to run off and try and... Oh, I've gone down. I didn't realize I didn't have a self-revive. That is an absolute L from me there. But luckily, there is someone right next to us, so even if they have to take the Mimic out, the Mimic's literally got like 10 HP left. It was going to take us maybe 2 more shots. This guy should be able to res us and get us up nice and quickly as well. But there we go. Does look like he's going to destroy that Mimic if he... There it is. The Mimic has gone down. He should now be able to get that res off as well, and we'll be back in the game straight away. That was just a really bad play for me. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I wasn't paying attention enough to what my health was or anything like that. So, yeah, unfortunately... It is what it is, but we will keep moving. That is a tier 3 zombie. I don't really know why there's a tier 3 zombie on me right now, but we'll do what we got to do. We're then also going to get Stamina Up, which is a big W. Stamina Up is actually one of the better perks that we do need within this to actually do well. But yeah, I'm going to keep grinding contracts, try and get enough money to at least tier 2 Pack-a-Punch this and test it out in the tier 3 zone. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. But yeah, as I was saying before I started fighting that first bounty anyway, just want to say a quick thank you to everyone that is watching the zombies videos, leaving feedback on them, letting me know guns that I should be trying out and all of that sort of stuff, because I do really appreciate it, and I'm trying to take it all on board as well when you guys are recommending me guns, recommending me certain strats to get to tier 3 faster, all of that sort of stuff. So I do really appreciate everyone that is watching. The videos are doing really, really well. You guys seem to really enjoy them, and I'm really enjoying making them as well, honestly. Apart from my game crashing, which is the only annoying thing, I'm really having a lot of fun with this game and making zombies content, so I do appreciate when it's showing love. But like I said, I'm going to get this to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, at least tier 2, and I'll catch up with you in just a moment. Okay guys, so I do now have enough cash to go and tier 2 Pack-a-Punch this gun. Not quite enough for tier 3. So what I'm going to do, there's a team in the tier 3 zone. I'm going to try and go towards them and see if I can join their squad. And if I can, I think they're completing contracts, so we can get a bit more money for the tier 3 zone. And then we can run tier 3 with those as well. And it just gives me a little bit more stability in the game. But I'm going to head towards that Pack-a-Punch machine anyway. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch this bad boy. See what it's going to be like in the tier 3 zone. Because I'm actually pretty confident. I'm not going to lie. I think if I go into the tier 3 zone and use this gun in tier 3 at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, I think it's going to be strong enough to be able to do it. So that is exactly why I'm going into the tier 3 zone straight away. There's still a good portion of this game left if I can get in and get out and get this thing Pack-a-Punch nice and quickly. And then, like I said, I will do my best to join this team up as well, because if I can do that, it's going to make it a bit easier. Hopefully, they'll be grinding contracts, and then I can also use them contracts to go towards some more cash for tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. Okay, so we're in the tier 3 zone. We've now got it tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Let's see what sort of damage it does. It didn't seem to do too badly there. I'm going to see if I can join these teams as well. Let me see if I can join these guys as teams. I'm not too sure what they're actually doing. They just seem to be sort of chilling by the Pack-a-Punch machine, which is a bit of a weird one. But let me see. I'll request to join. If they want to have me in, they'll have me in. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But I mean, yeah, the gun at tier 3 really isn't doing too badly at all. It's doing good damage. It's not bad at all. It really isn't. It's, I mean, one shot there in armored zombie, one shot in normal zombies. It is very, very powerful. Like I said, we just need to try and get the cash up to actually tier 3 Pack-a-Punches and really put it to the test against some of the high value targets, the Mega Abomination, and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, here we are in tier 3, and the gun is just super, super powerful. As you can see, these boys are fully kitted out. They've got everything ready to go. So I'm sort of hoping they will let me join their team. I'm not too sure that they will, because I've requested to join, but no one seems to be actually accepting it. But it is what it is. I'm just going to have to sit here, try and grind some of this out, and just see how we get on. But I mean, look at this gun in tier 3 at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. It's super, super powerful. It does good damage, and overall, I'm very, very impressed with it already. Okay, so it looks like there's a Mega Abomination chasing after these two. I'm not too sure what their game plan is, if they're just running or if they're going to try and stick it. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to stay with them just because it's a bit safer running around tier 3 with another team rather than just being completely on my own. Okay, so we've got accepted into this team as well, which is great because now we can grind tier 3 contracts with these. We should be able to get enough money nice and easily. As you can see, it looks like they've done the tombstone glitch because they've got literally thousands and thousands of cash. So hopefully now we should be able to deliver this cargo, get all of these contracts done, and just actually be able to get up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. We've still got plenty of time left in the game to test it out, so I'm going to get it to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and I will catch up with you in just a second. Okay, so we've got tier 3 Mangler, and I mean, at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, it's struggling to do... It's not, I mean, it's not doing terribly. I mean, there we go. The teammates have started shooting now, which is going to make it a little bit easier for us. Juggernog, absolutely perfect. We've got Stamina Up, we've got Jug, and that's exactly what we need for tier 3 grinding. That is exactly the perks we need. I was going to go and buy Jug, but we got it out of there, luckily, so I didn't have to go and buy it at all. And, I mean, these guys are absolutely kitted out, ready for Disciples, all sort of things like that. So, yeah, we're in a good position right now. Hopefully, these guys maybe even go and do the Red Worm if that's what they're grinding for. And we will just try and do some more contracts, grind out as much as we can, get this thing to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and, yeah, then we'll be in a good position. Okay, so we do now have enough to go and tier 3 pack-a-punch this gun, so that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to run over there, tier 3 pack-a-punch it, and then I can run back to these guys, hang out, do some more contracts, and really put this gun to the test. I'm very excited, I've got to say, very, very excited to use this gun at tier 3 pack-a-punch in the tier 3 zone, because like I said, this is just tier 2 pack-a-punch, and this gun is super, super useful in tier 3 at being tier 2 pack-a-punch. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like at tier 3 pack-a-punch. We don't need to imagine it, because I'm going to go ahead and try it out myself now. I'm going to test out just how good this gun is actually going to be at tier 3. I messed that jump up real badly. Ran into a disciple, couple dogs. Not the ideal situation that I wanted to be in just there, but, you know, we'll keep running. My teammate did drop in here with me as well. He's the one that's come to save my day, which is absolutely great. Thanks, shout out to him. But yeah, we should now have enough to pack-a-punch this up to tier 3. Just like so, we have now got it at tier 3 pack-a-punch. This is where this gun should really start excelling. Like, this gun should be stupid broken now. And I feel like that's exactly what it is going to be. It feels... Oh, they've given me a legendary tool as well. Absolute W. There we go. We got up to legendary status and tier 3 pack-a-punch. That is a big, big W. Very gassed about that. I'm super, super excited. And they've given me a sigil. Okay. I will take it. Thank you very much, brother. And they've given me a raw Ethereum crystal and stamina, which we can take. And Deadshot Daiquiri, which we can take for... Give him a sentry gun. He can take my sentry gun if he wants it. He doesn't seem to want my sentry gun, but that's okay. Here we go. The tier 3 gun, legendary status in the tier 3 zone. This gun feels like it's going to be absolutely insane already. It's literally one-shotting with no problem. Like, this gun just feels super, super powerful. It's fun. It's got good mobility. And again, like I said, it is just very, very powerful. It's a very, very powerful gun. The only perk I really need right now is PhD flopper, simply just for the dogs that do run about. But we shouldn't be too bad. Like, now I am at no worry in the tier 3 zone. I've got no concerns about me running around the tier 3 zone by myself. If I'm running around with another team, completing contracts, fighting mega abominations. I know there's one there. I'm not going to fight it on my own. I'm just not going to do it right now because I want to see what these guys have got in store, whether they might be doing the mega abomination, not the mega abomination, the red worm, sorry. And I just want to see what the sort of plan of action is here, because these guys do seem really kitted out. They seem like they know what they're doing. They seem everything's ready. They've dropped me a sigil as well. So there's a good chance they do go ahead to try actually fight the red boss. So we'll just have to see what we do get on with and what we actually get up to. But yeah, guys, overall, this gun is super powerful. Like, I know a lot of you guys said to try it out if I want the most powerful gun and the most broken gun. And I think you were right. This gun is actually stupid how good it is. Like, it is ridiculously powerful. Again, with being a shotgun, you do need to be close to the zombies. But realistically, in the tier 3 zone, most of the time, you are going to be close to them anyway. My guy's just dropped me a whole bunch of cash for no reason. But I will take it. I'm not going to say no to a bunch of cash. I can go to buy PhD flopper, anything else that I might need as well. So we're sorted for perks. We're sorted for pack-a-punching. We've got everything ready to go. And yeah, we can just run around. I'm assuming he's done the tombstone glitch, because that's what a lot of people do seem to be doing at the minute. A lot of people are rinsing that tombstone glitch. Every game I go into, people are putting into the chat, has anyone got money? I've got money in this section. Come to this section. I'll drop you cash, all of this sort of stuff. Everybody does seem to be doing the tombstone glitch. So we'll see if there's any more of that going on. Obviously, these guys have seemed to have done it. I'm 170k now, but we've already got the gun fully maxed out. We're ready to go. We've got everything we could possibly need. So yeah, we can now run around, do these contracts, grind some contracts out. There's a mimic on us. Let's see how quickly. I mean, wow, we just 3-shot a mimic in the tier 3 zone with this gun, which is absolutely insane. Like, it just shows how good this gun actually is. Normally that takes a bit longer to kill a mimic in the tier 3 zone with a gun, but this gun is just absolutely ridiculous how good this gun is. Like, I'm genuinely shocked at how crazy this thing is. Like, it might be my new favorite gun to use. It's going to be the gun that I run around with. But yeah, guys, unless we end up going to fight the red boss or something like that, I think that's where I'm going to end this video, because we've seen how good this gun is. Like, it's ridiculous in tier 3. If you need a good gun to run around in tier 3 zone with, this is the gun that you're going to want to use. It's absolutely insane. We're 2-shotting manglers. We're 2-shotting mimics. It's just stupidly, stupidly broken. And I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy it. So I do appreciate all you guys watching all the way to the end. If you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash thumbs up. Let me know what other guns you want to see me use in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching and have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.